What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? This is going to be your review of Growing Up Hip Hop Season 5, Episode 8. So, look, this was a short episode because they took like the last 20 minutes to do a preview of Marriage Boot Camp or whatever. So, we start off with Sam's performance. They finally get Egypt there. She's stressed out. She gets to the front door and she don't even have her ID. I will never understand people who do not have their IDs with them. Like, I was always trained to always have my ID. Even as a kid, I had one of those, like, y'all remember, if y'all in my age group, y'all remember Adam, the missing young little boy, Adam. And then after that, they were doing a lot of stuff like with missing kids or whatever. And I remember getting like a ID in my school, took a picture ID of us. So it wasn't a driver's license, but even that. And I remember just being trained to always have ID with me. I know I'm making a big deal out of this, but she gets to the front and she don't even have her damn ID. And then the guy tells her, "Oh, well, if you're not drinking, it's okay." Only because you on a TV show and cameras were following you. Because I ain't never been to a club, not legitimately, that was like, "Oh, if you promise not to drink, we'll let you in." Ciao, bye. Anyway, so, of course he goes and he proposes and she says yes. And TT is like, "I just got to play nice so I can go along to get along." Nobody's feeling it. I mean, even Twist. And y'all know Twist likes everybody. He is all love. As long as he got his weed, he good to go. And he was just like, who is Sam? Like, even when Twist is throwing shade at you, like, even when it was the music, right, when Sam was performing, Twist was like, "Y'all don't really get it." I love Twist, y'all. Y'all just don't know how much I love him. He is hilarious to me. But yeah, nobody's feeling it. Like, nobody is feeling it. And nobody understood the whole Joker makeup. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot. But Egypt is in heaven. And let me just say this. The TV show aside, we know that they are actually dating in real life. So the TV show aside, I hope this boy does not break her heart because she is all in. And she is so young. Anyway, but of course she said yes. Then they had this whole thing outside where Sam is like, TT and Sam sort of have this moment where he apologizes, she apologizes, and they come to a truce. But TT is like, "I'm gonna play nice for now, but I gotta investigate him because I really need to see, what he's really about, and he better hope I don't find anything." And my thing is, they've been dating for 2 years. Y'all ain't investigate him yet. Like, you didn't think of, like, if y'all hate him as much as y'all say y'all do, y'all never thought to investigate him before now? Child, bye. Anyway, so then we have Angela is in New York with her mom. They're shopping for the wedding. They're at the lingerie shop, and they're having a conversation. I don't know why everybody, it's like everybody keeps asking her about her love life, and then she talks about the situation with Romeo, whatever. And I'm tired. I'm just kind of over that whole conversation because when I'll get there, I'm over the whole thing with the whole Romeo situation. But anyway, I'm trying to think what else happened this episode. So then we have Vanessa meeting up with TT, and Vanessa's letting TT know, like, "Look, I got offered this movie role, but it's being produced by Master P. I'm not really sure because my family is kind of sort of pissed off with Romeo right now, and business is business, but family over everything. I'm not really sure." And TT was like, "Yeah, I'm not really sure if that's your best move right now either." But my thing is, talk to Angela about it. Like, Angela understand about business. Talk to Angela about it. I mean, and let's be clear. No shade, but it ain't like it's a Scorsese film. I mean, I don't feel like if you pass on this, it's gonna ruin your career. Anyway, Okay, then we have a scene with Dame Dash and his wife, which I don't understand why we had a whole scene with them with no kids. It's called growing up hip hop, not the parents of hip hop. I don't care about Dame Dash. I don't care about Dame Dash and his pregnant girlfriend. I don't care about Dame Dash telling his pregnant girlfriend how sexy she is. I don't care about Dame Dash saying that he ready to pay off all of his taxes and all of his problems because he'll want to bring his new child into the, like, I don't want to hear about none of that because it don't have nothing to do with growing up hip hop. Now, they did talk about the situation with the daughter and how, you know, they miss her and all of that. Okay, whatever. Then we see Angela with her life coach. And let me say this. I think, what season are we on? We are on season 5. I think this 5-minute scene that we see Angela with her life coach is probably the most raw, the most honest, the most unguarded that we have seen Angela Simmons in the 5 seasons that this show has been on. Angela is always very guarded and very calculated in her moves, what she says, what she does, all of her scenes. That's why this show doesn't work, because the people who, quote unquote, the show was like, was supposed to be centered around, which was JoJo and Angela, neither one of them really want to be their authentic selves. They're putting on a show because they're already a brand. You know what I'm saying? So they're already a brand and they're protecting that brand. And I'm not saying that they're wrong, but I'm saying that don't go on a reality show. But whatever, that's another conversation for another day. But she was very honest and raw about dealing with being, not even so much being a single mom. She wasn't even complaining about that. She was talking about dealing with, how do I tell my son that his father is never coming back? And how do I deal with those emotions when I'm still grieving myself? And that's valid, it's real, and it's raw. And in that conversation, they did talk about Romeo. And what her life coach told her was, Romeo likes you. He likes you. He would not be concerned about who you talking to. He would not be concerned about how you dressing on Instagram. He would not be concerned about all of these things if he did not like you. Now, maybe he's accepted the fact that y'all can't be together. And that is what you're getting. But he likes you. And I agree. But whatever. I don't care, but I agree. She tells her, maybe you should write a letter. Not so much to send Romeo, but to say everything you want to say to Romeo. And then when then at a certain point, you can sort of just kind of release it. Tear it up, burn it, release it. When you are over it, if you never have the opportunity to really have the conversation with him. Because Angela's thing is, look, I'm over it. Like, he knows how to find me. He knows my phone number. I'm not going to keep reaching out to him for him to, basically pay me dust. Like, I'm not doing it. And I don't blame her. Like, this whole situation with Romeo just don't make no damn sense to me. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Whatever. Then we have this scene where Vanessa goes and talks to Master P. And Master P is totally blowing the whole thing off. Like, it's not important. It's not a big deal. Rome didn't mean he didn't want to be friends with Angela. I just think, and then he, Master P was throwing a lot of shade. He was talking about JoJo being over dramatic and how JoJo really ain't gangsta. And then he was talking about how Angela really need to be focused on, grieving and dealing with, with losing the father of her child, and she don't need to be worried about no relationship with Romeo. But I don't think she worried about a relationship with Romeo as much as she is worried about a friendship with Romeo, which is different. I don't know. So, but that whole scene was weird to me. And then Vanessa was like, well, damn, I feel bad now, because if you're telling me I just misinterpreted everything that Romeo said to me, then I done started this whole Hatfields and McCoy situation over a misunderstanding. But it wasn't no misunderstanding. Romeo said what the fuck he said. You understood what he said. His dad, I don't know if his dad is trying to change the narrative, or he really didn't know what was said because Romeo didn't tell him what was said. But neither here nor there, child. You could pass on that movie. What is it? Get the Hookup 3? Child, you can pass on that movie. Especially if it's going to cause an issue. It ain't worth an issue with your family over. I can promise you that. The only other thing is TT asked Aunt Vanessa to go with her to Vegas for Egypt's 21st birthday party, child. Okay. That's it. That's all I got. That's it. Let me know what y'all think. Drop it in the comments. Peace.